Unbased human. Hi friends. Today we are going to see HashiCorp Vault with integrated storage and file storage configurations. Along with this, we are also going to see how to configure a auto unsealing mechanism. So let's go into the video in detail. So first I am going to connect into one of my servers. So I'm going to take 3 different tabs. Okay. First tab, which is this. Second tab, okay, demo, and the third tab, okay, right. And let's say internally I'm again going to split this. So I'm going to say one more tab than this, and even here I'm going to have one more tab. First thing, sorry for that. Okay, and let's see, we'll change this name, tab names. Okay, I'll call this as a vault, okay, 01, and we'll say 02. And the second tab I'm going to say vault 03 and 04. Okay, and the third tab, I'm going to call it as a auto unscaling. Okay, so we have 3 different servers tabs. In the first tab, so I'm going to bring the vault cluster 1. If you see here, I have 4 different files, right? So these 4 different files, folders: vault server 01, vault server 02, vault server 03, and 04. So I'll start with vault server 01 here. So we'll start with vault server 01 here. Okay, assume this is running in a one physical node. Have created 4 virtual machines. So to show this, so if I go into vagrant, VAG orient vagrant global status, vagrant global status. So you can see here within this vault DC1, so data center 1, have this 4 nodes running. Okay, so vault 01, 02, 03, and 04. So I have configured this 4 nodes through a vagrant. So vagrant is a tool which HashiCorp tool which we can easily bring up any virtual machine in a couple of seconds. So I use this file. So I will show you and I will give you the links in the video below. So I'm just bringing up this vagrant file with this IP address. So 51 is already configured, and I also configured the host name. So host name is vault server 02, like this. This is 01 and 03 and 04. So we'll excuse me. So let's we have 2 nodes. Okay, let's go to the 3rd node and 4th node, and we'll also bring the 3rd node and 4th node. Vault server 03, and I have a ls cd vault server 04. So we have 4 nodes now, right? And let's say all we need to do is, in all those nodes we have a vagrant running, right? So now I need to SSH into the machine. So to SSH, just do vagrant SSH, right? You can do a vagrant SSH, and node 2 vagrant SSH, and node 1 do vagrant SSH. Okay, so I have 4 nodes running, and if you see this auto unseal, this is the primary global node, vagrant global status. So this is the global node where I'm running all the VMs. Okay, these 4 nodes. The reason why I have one more node here, because in this auto unsealing also one vault service is running. So this vault service is primarily we are going to leverage during the auto unseal mechanism, right? Okay, let's start with the vault 1 node. Let's go and see the vault configuration file. So I'm assumed this since we are directly seeing integrated storage and file storage. So I'm assumed this you have a little bit of background of how HashiCorp Vault works. Okay, so HashiCorp Vault, to give a high level view, HashiCorp Vault is primarily used for a secret management tool. So I have started this with Docker Swarm to configure HashiCorp Vault with the secured containers. Okay, so this is the configuration file. And if you see this configuration file, what all we have in a high level, we'll see the 01 configuration file. So we have a UI equal to true. So I will show you why, because we have given this. When we give a UI, then only we can able to give this IP addresses and we can able to see this machine running is or not. If you not give this UI here, you will not see the browser enabled, not able to access this in the browser. For example, right now this IP address is 50. Let's say I'll take this 50 and I go to here. Okay, and if I get my 8200 is the port number, default port number, HTTPS, you need to say HTTPS, so it's because API is configured with the HTTPS, right? And it goes to unsecured mode. Yeah, fine for now. For this testing, I'll give a cancel. Okay, you got a Vault server running and the UI is in sorry, UI is also enabled, but you can see this Vault is sealed mode. Yeah, I will explain why it is currently in a sealed mode. So what I have done is, so what we have seen, Vault /etc Vault ht Vault configuration file. One, what we have seen is the UI. The second one, what we are seeing here, this is the storage backend. Storage backend is basically which all the Vault related operations details will be stored here. All the data will be stored in this particular path. But here in our case, we have configured a file. So everything is in this folder only, which is not outside of this folder. You will not have a backup or anything. It's not a high availability. It not comes in the high availability because this is configured as a file storage, and we need to have a listener block here. And as soon as you have a listener block here, and we need few more blocks here. I will show it in the one more this node vault.hcl. Okay, so if you see this in this block, in this configuration, I also have a concept called the API address and cluster address, right? This API address, cluster address, and cluster name. I have given a cluster name. The reason why, between one node to another node, if HashiCorp Vault node need to communicate, so it required a cluster address. Okay, and if you want to access this HashiCorp Vault service through API, you need to enter this API address here. And in this node, the second node, okay, we are in node 2. If you see this, we are in node 2. In this node 2, if you notice this, here we are using a Raft protocol. Okay, Raft is nothing but the integrated storage backend configuration we have enabled here. Here also we have given a path. Okay, then how it all works based on the Raft mechanism, it will take care of. Raft is yearly I have used with the Docker Swarm. So Docker Swarm is also use the Raft protocol to connect the other nodes, right? Okay. So what we have done this, we added a Raft configuration here. The same configuration, if you go to node 3 and node 4, you will be seeing the same configuration. Fine. So it's here, right? So you have the same configuration, but this IP address is only the IP address will be changed. This IP address details will be belongs to this particular node. If I say IP A, have a 52 IP address configured here, right? And the Raft protocol. So this is the listener address, again listener address detail, and the Raft protocol is configured here. Okay, right. So now node 4 also there. Okay, now let's see. I have already started this cluster and these clusters are running. So if you see here, dot profile. Okay, So I have in dot profile, what I have did is like I just exported this two variables. One is vault skip verify, and the other one is we need to give this node address to access this particular node, okay, within this particular node itself. So I have given a vault address and the vault address IP address with the port details. Now vault status. So when you give a vault status, see, I'll give you few informations what we have it in the vault status. So vault status have the seal type. Seal type is by default it's a Samir seal type, okay, and it says initialized true. Yeah, it's initialized true. I have initialized it, okay. I will explain you what is initialized and sealed. So it is sealed. Yes, it is still in sealed mode, okay. And total share key you need is 5 and threshold is 3. If you have a from total 5, if you have a 3 keys, you can able to unlock unseal your HashiCorp vault cluster. That's a concept here, okay. And this says unseal process. Basically, when you during the unseal, right now it says a true, right? It's sealed. Yes, true. It is in sealed state. When you do a unseal process, this will be automatically goes into the process 1. When once you give the unseal key, it goes to 1 by 2, 2 by 1 by 3, 2 by 3, and 3 by 3. So once all the keys you have enabled, given all the keys, then it will be sealed, unsealed. And if you see here, this is important, something we need to know. HA enabled, it is false. If you see here, HA enabled is false because we are using a storage type as file, right? So when you use a storage type file, you will not have a high availability. But if I go to RAF protocol, see other 3 nodes are configured with the RAF protocol, and we need to start this, okay. I'll initialize, and I'll from the starting we'll start this and we'll see how this works, okay. Let's go to RAF protocol. See, you have a seal key here, etc vault. Okay, what I do to show you how this gets sealed and unsealed, let me stop the service. System ctl vault stop, okay, stop vault. I have stopped this vault cluster and go to home, okay. Now the vault cluster is stopped in the vault node 1, which we are using file storage, right? So while file storage, I'm going to do a small hack, like we are going to remove the files from the storage. Basically, assume this vault has become corrupted or this node has went down, so we need to bring this node completely new cluster. We are building a new cluster, so I'm going to go into this path, data home sudo. Let's go to this path, cd/opt/vault, okay. And if you see a data folder, right, it's a data folder. If you see, you have something like this, the core logic sys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to delete all this data. Simply rmf and rf data star home folder sudo. Simply I have deleted it. Now let me start the service. So I'm going to start the HashiCorp vault cluster. So now we see vault status. Okay, see. So the important one which you need to note here is seal type is Samir here, okay, Samir seal type. So we will, if you have already know this, it's basically a 5 key will be created by default, and we need a 3 threshold. If you see right now it is 0 0, so because we have deleted everything, it's starting from the scratch. The file storage and the HA is false, but it is starting from the scratch. Let me initialize this. So I'm going to give vault operation operator this vault PE or a TOR. If you see here, we need to use a vault operator command and we need to use init. Okay, let's do this. When you do this, okay, you'll get this list of keys. Okay, you can see this unseal keys. These are unseal keys, and this is the initial root token. This initial root token has a no validating. Okay, let me go to one file and put this for a safer side, and seal file storage steal file storage, right. I have saved this. Cool. And what something it is not allowing me because I'm storing here itself. Vim seal file storage, and I'm giving a unseal here. Okay, I copied this. Now let's see, we have this file. Cool. Let's go and do a unseal mechanism. Vault OPE or a TOR unseal. Before this, I will show you vault status. Seal again. We are in sealed and initialize is true. Okay, because previously, if you see what we have seen, initialize is false. Now we have done this command vault operator init. We got these keys, the 5 keys, and this 5 keys we need 3 keys to unseal the vault. Still the vault is sealed mode. Okay, so still the vault we need to unseal it. Vault OPE or a TOR operator unseal it. So this unseal operation is a little bit challenging because whenever your clusters goes down, you need to unseal it. You need to give this at least minimum 3 keys based on whatever the configuration you have given already. Okay, third time. If you see here, the first time I give the key, it says 1 by 3 and 2 by 3, and now it will say 3. Okay, so basically threshold we got 3. Unseal process is completed. This unseal process comes whenever we initiate a unseal operation, right? Super. Now if you go and see this wall status, right, so we got a wall. Is it sealed? No, it's become a false state, right? Okay, so here cluster name is it randomly picked up and HA still enabled is false. Let's go to browser and see here. You can see it became from seal to it bring into the authentication mechanism. Now the only default authenticate mechanism is a token. If you go here, this is awesome. We have a token already given to you. This is the root token. In production, and you need to revoke this root token. Before revoking, you also need to configure the proper authentication mechanism. We'll look into it. You see here. So now I'm able to log in into HashiCorp Vault, and you can able to see a secrets, access, policies, tools, everything with the root token, right? This is completely from the backend of file storage. If this node goes down, let's say I will stop this node. Okay, I'll stop this. As soon as I stop this, you will not able to access this node. This node goes completely down, right? Status. So you will not get any replay back. All right. This is challenging. So this is the reason we need a high availability. For high availability, what is required? Let's see this. Okay. Now I'm going to start the vault cluster. System CTL status vault. It says inactive. I'm going to start the service now. I'm going to do this operation in vault node 2, vault node 3 and 4, right? So start start HashiCorp vault. Let's say it required for a sudo permission. Okay. Awesome. So now do a status. It is running, and now do a vault status. See, my node 2 has came up and seal type is Samir and initialize is false. I still not initialized it, and sealed is true. Yeah, because it is sealed and there is no configuration done. Total share is 0 and threshold 0, everything is 0. But if you notice here, storage type is raft protocol we are using. The raft by default is for integrated storage mechanism. HA is enabled here. If you see here, HA is true. Okay, still in true state, but we have not configured it, not enabled it. Let's go here and do a proper enable. Okay, and what do we need to do? And we need to start this, right? Let me start this cluster, the status. Okay, got this. So it says recovery key seal type transit because here vault HCL. Here we have a transit secret engine enabled. Let me do one thing. I'll drop this again because we have a separate topic we are going to discuss on that. Let me drop this, okay, and let me go to vault and see what is here. Right, I have auto unseal. Now what I will do, I will remove this configuration from this server. Okay, I have removed this auto unseal 5dd pdd. Okay, I remove this unsealing setup from this. Now it is not allowing me because I need to be a sudo user. Totally 8dd. You can say 8dd. Okay, I deleted the lines. That's it. Now I need to also do a cat wall.hcl in this file, right? I need to delete this details because we started this cd/opt vault integrated storage, right? Go to this file, one file back, rm-rf integrated storage, and do a start. It is looking for a, will look for a sudo permissions, sudo, right? Things looks good. Let's start the cluster now. Okay, status, okay, and start. Don't do a restart. Start. Okay, I'm starting this cluster and see the status of it. Yes, it's now 0. Nothing as same as 0 1 cluster. So here also let's do a status. It's not started. strt start. I'm going to start the vault node. Right? So the vault node is started. Vault status as same as all the 3 nodes. See, the first server is file storage and we stopped it. Okay, if you want I can bring this up. start for reference. We'll have this running. Vault status. First server is storage, backend is file. Second server is raft. Third server is raft and fourth server is raft, and all 3 are enabled with the HA. But if you see, there is something called list priors. When you do a list priors, it says sealed first thing. Oh my god, it's sealed, right? And we need to unseal it. Okay, so before unseal, what we'll do, we'll go to any of the node. We'll start with the node 4. Okay, here vault operator init. We're going to run a vault operator init command. And this will initialize the cluster, and we will have the unseal keys and root token. You got this, right? You have a 5 unseal keys. If you note down this, we have a unseal keys. Okay. The reason why I am highlighting this, while we do a auto unseal, it will be different. Let's put this in demo live unseal dot txt. Got it, right? Okay, now store this vault status. Okay, so now this is initialized true, but it's still in sealed mode. Let's go and unseal it. Cat demo, okay, word operator and seal, okay, and I need the first key. It give the first key details here. Awesome. You see this unseal process here, okay, total 5 keys and 3 keys we need to give. 1 key we have given lost, and then we need to give 2 more keys. It's still in true, status is sealed. I'm going to give a second key. Hope anyone who is watching this, they can even newly they can able to understand. That's how I'm trying to make this video. Let's see the third operator, vault unseal. Right, it is very easy steps. So I have this all enabled. Right now, threshold, the unseal process is setup is done, and now your sealed is false. Till here it is true. Now no sealed, it's not sealed. And you got few more information, wrapped, committed, index and applied index details. And if you also notice this, it says HA mode standby. Oh really? It should be an HA mode active. Let's see why it is. Because okay, list appears, wrap list appears, it says permission denied because we need to log in into the vault node. Login, I need the key, root key, I need the root key. Sorry, we need to call it as a root token. Let's see this token. Right now, do a list operator. Awesome. Now I have this node running. But what about the other two nodes? How can I bring it here? Like for that, I need to run a add command. So I need to bring those two nodes into the cluster. WRITE. Okay. Let's see this command. What command we need to use? So, or a FT join command. Right. Let's go here. I'll search for a join command. Right, I have a join command. Okay, now what I need to do, I know the IP address. That's 53. Okay, last time also looks like I used the 53. All I need to do is vault operator join command. So let's do this. Okay, I'm in this third node. I'm giving this command. It says true, I have joined. It says true, I have joined. Okay, vault status. See vault status, what it is still saying. It's sealed. Okay, it's initialized. True. If you remember, it's before, it's not. If you go here, it's initialize is false. Let's see this. No, vault status initialize is false, right? And I give this command. Sorry, I need to give this particular command, join command. Okay, I need to give vault operator raf join and the node IP address of the fourth node. Okay, and then the port number. So I am going to give the same thing in the node 2. Okay, I have 3 node cluster, 2, 3 and 4 we are using for this cluster, and 53 is the fourth node. Now I do a join command. If you see here, initialize is false. After adding this, we should see vault status initialize is true. Basically what happened, it got initialized, but still it is in sealed mode, but we have unsealed it here, right? We have unsealed it here and sealed is false, but as per the HashiCorp vault, we need to go and unseal in all the other nodes also. So vault otherwise you will not see the list peers here. Raft list peers, you will not able to see those list peers here. So let's do a unseal in other two nodes. Okay, demo. Okay, and vault operator or ATO unseal, and quickly I'm going to give this 3 keys here. Give the second key here, and also give the third key here. Okay. So 0 says, okay, I should see the second node here. Yes. So if you see here, this is really interesting. Now it became a leader and this one is follower. Okay. This is a leader first node, and the second node is a follower node, right? Awesome. So one more information which I want to show here, vault status. If you see HA mode is active, earlier I shown you the HA mode is standby, because until unless the second node comes here, this is not become as an active node. Now this is the active node only serve the read, write, especially the write operation, okay? And active node is ready, and this is the standby node. Left and list. If you see here, left is not able to see, but we can do this with vault login command. If you remember this token here, we generated, since it is in Raft and we initialized in the node 4, but we are trying to unseal the node 3. Awesome, right? So the node 3 is in login and Raft, right? You got this detail, right? 53 leader and 52 follower. So let's do this in this operation in the vault node 1 also. Raft unseal. Okay, I'm going to show you what is migrate later. Unseal first. Okay, I'm in node 2. See here, unseal the node seal. You can pick it up any 3 keys. It's not restricted in order. So operation progress 1, 2 has been done, 1 has been done, Raft protocol and HA is enabled. We are good here, and initialize, yes, true, initialize, and but sealed is true. We should not be in a sealed to true. And seal type is Samir. Yeah, I know, seal type is Samir. We are good here. And let's do one more time 3 keys, because we need a 3 unseal key. I pick up the last key, right? This awesome, right? Like say the submit key still key type is, but initialize is true and sealed is true. Okay, vault status. Yeah, we got this. Vault is unsealed now. Okay, now how can I check this? Okay, let's go to this. See here, it says HA cluster, this particular, including the port number, right? If you go to this, okay, active node address, because all the other nodes became as a standby. If you see this particular node in HA mode, it's in a standby. The active node is 53. 53 is the 4th node. Go to the 4th node. Try to access this with the HTTPS. Okay, and looks like I have not enabled that. Yes. Now let me log in the UI. So token is the default authentication mechanism in HashiCorp Vault, and I'm going to use this token here, right? Cool. So let's use this token, and I'm logged in now. So if you see here status, and it's unsealed, and we are using Raft storage. This is something awesome, right? And that if we can also see this file, let's go to the file 1, and file 1 seal storage, get this token. Oh, I think I need to unseal it, right? Because it doesn't have a auto unseal. For unseal in the UI, unseal first key. So see here 1 by 3. You need a unseal second key. Let's give the unseal second key option, and I'm going to give a unseal third key. Unseal the third key, right? It's now unsealed. Okay, it's unsealed, but we need a token to login. Let's give this token to login, right? This is awesome. Again, I'm going to see a status. It's unsealed and client count. Okay, client count. We are not going to see all those things here now, and you just see it is unsealed, and we have some policies, everything. Okay, this is the file, and this is the vault Raft protocol. In Raft protocol, this is awesome. This is what I'm looking for. We have a leader here, and we do have other standby nodes. So if you see here, remove from the peer. Simply we can remove from the peer, but as a procedure, we need to step down from the vault, and then only we need to remove from the peer to lose any data, right? We'll see that later, not in this video, right now. Okay, I'm going now into HashiCorp Vault terminal mode, and we have all three nodes enabled, and the RAF protocol is enabled. And let's see, put this guy for this. I want or a FT list. I want to list the peers. Okay, it says permission denied, and it will log in now. ULT vault login, and I need the token. Yes, the token it's created in 4th node. I'm going to use it for the 1st node and list the peers. Okay, now my objective of file and integrated storage, 2 things has been completed. Now I'm going to move into auto unsealing, because if you see, okay, one more things I will show you, right? We have a 4 node cluster, cool, but any if you have a HA enabled, I have planned to show you later on with the HA proxy concept. If you have a HA enabled, you can access this from the HA cluster, right? But right now, when 53, I'll put 52 here. Let's do a 52 here, and we have what, 51, right? And we have a 51 cluster. So I know the IP addresses details already, but that's why I'm just directly telling all these things, right? So if you see here, I'm going to log in with this token. Let's log in with actual root token. Okay, root token from the 4th node. I'm going to log in into this node 52, and I also going to log in into the 51 node in the UI. See, this is the 51 node. I've logged in. Okay, and this is the 53 node, and this is the 52 node. Right? Okay, so we have a 3 node clusters, right? See, what's the usage of high availability, we all know, okay, but we'll see it in the real time once. We have a 3 node cluster, 53, 52 and 51. Let me enable, or let me create a secret engine in the 3rd node. I'll create a KV and transit and SSH, PKI and TTOP. Everything we'll see in the detail in our upcoming sessions. Okay, I'm enabling the KV, and I'm going with the KV default path. Enable this engine. Awesome, right? I have what option I have? By default version 2. We can go with the version 2 and enable this engine. And I'll also create some keys here. Okay, in this part, live, yeah, Vishivam, love God, live demo, and we'll say a key name is some random SEC or secrets, or we can call it meaningful, more meaningful, Kubernetes app 01. Okay, and some random text txt. Okay, so I'm going to give a random text here. So let's save this file. Where I created this in live demo, everything in a 53, but I'm going to see the same thing here. Let's go to secret. See here in a 52 node, I'm seeing this, and I'm also seeing this in the 51 node. I'm seeing this live demo, and I'm whatever the test app I created, I'm seeing this. The advantage of Raft and the HA, I'm going to down the 1st node. Let's say stop. Cool. Let's stop the 1st node. So even if I have the 1st node down, I still 1st node is down. So let's say 51 node, right? I think it's a 51. So 51 should go offline, but I still have those data in the 52 node 52, right? Still I go to node 52 and I can get this details. In the actual scenarios, we will be having some other auth method. Instead of UI, we will be accessing this from the Kubernetes, OpenShift or Docker Swarm or Nomad Terraform or Ansible or Jenkins or a GitLab or a VMs or any other from any other source, we will be accessing this path. Okay. Right. And what I want to show now quickly, I'm going to stop all the three servers and we are going to change the configuration a little bit and bring the auto unsealing mechanism inside, right? Okay. So let's stop the vault. I've stopped it. Okay. I think I already stopped it. Stop. And I'm going to stop this node also. Let's stop this. System ctl, go to sudo and end stop vault. I've stopped this. Okay. No more server running now. No more jumping on the bed. I remember my kid was playing this. Okay, 040, all this nodes stop, right? What I'm going to do, have a /etc vault, and slightly I'm going to move this file because this file has all the configuration already. Okay, let me open this file for you. So auto unseal file. This auto unseal file has a sealed space here. Okay, in a sealed I have given a sealed IP address of another server. This is the 33 server which is running outside of this 4 cluster, which is running in the main node itself. Okay, and the token from the server is already I have added it here. There are other secure mechanism you can add the token here. Okay, and basically you can set it up as a environment variable. Okay, don't do this in the production. Disable renewal false and key name is auto unseal. This I will show you what is this key name is, and mount path is transit, and I just disable this one. Okay, let's go to here. What all I'm talking here, you will know here from here. Read. Okay, and I will show you this IP address here. What is this IP address? Is 33, right? If I go to 33, as I told, this is not the file storage backend. Yeah, this is which I showed in the demo. This is completely different node which is running in my host itself, right? Let's go to this node, and this guys ask for HTTPS, HTTPS://. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, it has some token is required. Did I save the token? Vault, seal, manual text. Looks like I'm not sure. Let's try this. Okay, awesome. Then it reduced a lot of my work. So here I have enabled the transit secret engine and I have created a key called auto unseal. Just auto unseal key is created here. Okay, nothing I have done from this place. Okay, and by default the key type is AES 256 and this is the key type we are using. It's a default key type, right? And the version is 1. It's just created about 3 hours ago. Okay, for the testing purpose. And one important thing which we need to aware of, what I have did, okay, I've created a policies for this. Okay, I've created an auto unseal policy. This is the policy. A transit encrypt and auto unseal is something we need to give an update here, the capabilities. And the next thing, which is I just created a token with this policies. All I did is to go here. I've created a token like this. Token. Okay, token, and I'm not creating. Okay, I'll show you how to create the token. Okay, basically if I go here, operation draft operation and auto unseal. Actually we need to see a auto unseal concept, right? And where is this auto unseal? Let's come here. Okay, here. So we have enabled the transit and we have created a key, my own key, and what I did is I just created that transit token. I have created the token, not here. This example is not seen here. Okay, maybe this. Okay, this here. Okay. So one command which I want to show, I lost the history, so I'm here. Token, I just created a token and the open token because if the token is parent token is revoked, this token is also get revoked. That's the reason I have created an open token. Okay, and the policy I have assigned the auto unseal policies. You see here, this is the policy I have assigned. This is the auto unseal policy I have assigned. Okay, and I just created a wrap token and the period is 24 hours. I just given a 24 hours, right? Then what we need to do, we need to unwrap it and we need to use this particular token, and finally you will got the token like this. That's the token I have added inside here, right? Okay, so if once you give these details, right, and set details, okay, this stanza, everything, once you give this informations, now let's go and start the server. Let me start the server. It started. Status. Let's check the status, right? It says initialized, but it's still sealed because what we need to do, we need to do a unseal mechanism again because it's still in a seal type Samir. It need to change to the recovery type. Okay, I'll show you how to do this. Unseal vault auto. Sorry, first will come here and get this thing demo. Okay, and what we need to do this once again. First time submit type, yes, I know, and second time, okay, I know, wall status, check the wall status is sealed. Okay, seal type is submit and unseal process is 2. Okay, all good. I go to unseal and then finally I put this last key. Right, the submit key is still, it shows here, but sealed is false. Now come and check this one. Wall status required type is submit. Okay, something which I have not did is, sorry for this. I'm going to stop this server. What I supposed to do is vault. I showed you, but I have not changed the file configurations, right? Actual file configuration, because vault will looking from this file only, not this file. Okay, I need to change this to this. cp vault HCL -auto unseal to vault HCL. Right? I'm almost going to close, don't worry. Let's see this, the home. Okay, I start. Yes, it started with the latest configuration. Cool. And right now you see here the recovery type is sealed. Okay, and Samir, and it says sorry, before it was seal type. Okay, it was a seal type. Now if you see here, it's a recovery seal type. Okay, and in slice is 2 and seal is 2. Right, now we need to do an unseal process here. Let me do an unseal process. Cat demo seal operator unseal. First time we need to do this, and yeah, okay, we need to migrate this mig or ate migrate. We need to add a migrate here because we are moving from a seal type to recovery. Okay, and the next one is next migrate. We have to give 3 migration here, so 2 by 3. I have used the migrate here. Third one is this, let q anything from this, right? So now put a vault status. Now you see here it's sealed as false. Let go and do the same thing in the other nodes also. Okay, and before that, wrapped list. No, active because we need one more cluster here. Let's bring this cluster also. cd/etc vault and cp vault HCL auto unseal and vault HCL. Super. All I need is sudo here and start the node. Yes, hopefully. But in the first file, I remember, let's see, vault. Did I take out? Let to cp dot HCL to unseal vault dot HCL. Okay, sudo, right? Yes, let's do this. Before that, I want to check this file is correctly have those auto unseal mechanism details. It's there, no, it's not there. Okay, yes, it's there. Seal type is there, seal type is there. And does it having a proper, yes, 51, this IP address is 51, T1, yes, 151, yeah, super. And sudo cp, yeah, sorry for that, cp, cp vault .hcl, and we need to do auto unseal to vault.hcl. Okay, and we need a sudo. Now start the service. Awesome. We got the service running. Status, all status. Yep. All status. Samir, sealed is true. Yes, sealed is still true. I will tell you why. And let's check this. Initialize. Yes, sealed is true. Now, but this peers, we need to unseal this, guys. Okay, let's unseal one of the server. Put a cat. Okay. Operator. Okay, I need to unseal. Okay, and I need to use a hyphen mig or ate migrate because we're migrating from local to auto unsealing, right? And one is done. Migrate. All we are doing, if you notice, we are just using a migrate command. Migrate everything, all of my keys. Migrate. Okay, now what my server says this peers, wow, this is awesome, right? Because we need minimum 2 servers, okay, up and running, and it is showing all the 3 servers, which is manageable because the third node is running, but it just sealed. Okay, sealed means we not able to access it, but still Vault can able to communicate within it. It knows those details. Okay, let's unseal it. Okay, unseal my key. Okay, and migrate. Sealed is true, right? Sealed is true. I need the first key. I'll go in the order now. If you get confused before, okay. I need the first key. Need the second key. Okay. I need the third key. Awesome. Okay, everything looks good. Okay, see the wall status, and okay, you can see here, right, wrapped, and this is standby, and wall status. This is the node is still inactive, and this is standby. Let list peers from here. Okay, let's go and see. Is it able to have all the details here? 52 is unsealed, but we need a token. Yeah, I can help you with the token from here. Node 4. Alright, node 4, the token has been given. Okay, I have a key. Okay, live demo. right? This is also, please don't confuse that fourth node is completely the physical node here. 33, it's only used for auto unsealing. It's right outside of the VM. It's a physical node which is running. It's nothing but physical node. Instead of creating one more VM, I use the host node itself to unseal it. Okay, and I have given those details, IP address details here is everything. Okay, back to what I want to show. Okay, good, we have did this right. Now let's say stop this service. This is what we did, right? Stop it. Now start it back. Now go to wall status, right? See the recovery seal type. Okay, Samir initialized. Yes, we know initialized in fourth node, sealed. This time it's not sealed. It's not true. It says false because auto unseal mechanism take care of all the unsealing mechanism for you. If you want to know that, journal CTL, put this journal CTL and go here a little bit. Oh no, I don't want this. I want to increase the font here. Let's come here and go down. See here, come this way, right? And let's store unseal key supported, wrapped, initialized, core as unseal. Okay. Is there anywhere we can see this IP details? Yes, but for that I need to make this font very small. And yeah, sorry for that. And if you see this, okay, anywhere auto unseal setup, we did a migrate. Okay, let me do one more thing. Let's copy this output into a file. Just say file. Okay. Okay. L-F 205. Right. Now let's see this. Vault configuration. Yes. The 3 cluster address, everything looks good. And if you see what is unsealed, okay, looks good. Okay, in the next video I'll try to show you where exactly that details will be there. And for now I'm happy to share you that I'm able to share we have configured file storage backend, we have configured RAF protocol storage backend, and we have configured auto unseal. We have seen how to auto unseal the wall servers. Auto unseal is important. Usually people use AWS schemas, but we have used a transit secret engine, and with the transit secret engine itself we configured the auto unseal. You can do this with the in your in-house mechanisms. Okay, and Hanbe Shivam, and thanks for watching this video, and thank you very much.